For this project, I recommend using a thin cardboard box. A cereal box, some sort of cracker or snack box will work great. The larger, the better. You will need your cardboard box, a good pair of scissors, perhaps a ruler, a pencil with an eraser, and some sort of glue. Either a glue stick or a glue bottle will work. To begin, I would love for you to cut your large, thin box in half. I'm going to find one of my seams and just cut down that straight edge. Be careful as you're cutting because you are cutting through cardboard. It's a little bit more thick. And you will open it up and have two large panels to work with. I am going to cut this cardboard box in half so that it is a little bit easier to work with. So I'm working with just one half at a time. 1, 2. Look for a dinner plate in your cupboard in the kitchen, or a styrofoam or paper plate will work. We are going to use this as a template to trace. Flip your plate over so that it is stable and you are able to trace it. I put my hand in the middle. Using my pencil, I press up against the edge of the plate and go around till I trace a circle onto my cardboard. Please now cut out your large circle. Save any of your scrap cardboard, like this large piece, I'm going to save just in case. Again, save your scrap. We could use this cardboard for more of our project. And you now should have a nice cardboard circle cut out. Mine's got a fold in it, but it won't hurt that. I am now going to use my scrap cardboard to make all kinds of geometric shapes, and I will cut them out of this cardboard. So circles, squares, diamonds, rectangles, ovals, triangles. I recommend making a lot of different shapes so then we can have them to then make a mandala design on top of our circle base here. If I'm worried about getting a perfect circle, I can use some tools to trace around and get a perfect circle. So I can use the bottom of my glue stick. I could use this soda cap. And I could certainly use this marker to make even smaller circles. So if you are concerned about making a perfect circle, go ahead and find a tool that would be great to trace. I can use a ruler to draw shapes. I could also draw them freehand if I would like. Once you have drawn a few shapes, go ahead and you can begin cutting them out. Another method that you can do is if you want to follow a curve or some of these straight lines, and if you rather not draw, but just go ahead and cut directly into the cardboard, you certainly may. So I could copy one of those curves. I can keep going and get some more curved lines that I can then do something with. Remember to keep in mind when building your mandala that this is a radial design and that it is going all around in a circle. So a lot of these shapes will repeat and maybe balance one another out throughout the circle. So you may want to cut multiples of shapes that you make so that you can balance it out. In Another trick is I can use the shape of the box to get some of my own shapes. So I could cut some little rectangle stripes. I can use again the straight edge of the box to cut along and to get a straight line. Once I cut a stripe, I can start making triangles or squares or rectangles. You may use diamonds. You could use hearts. Any shapes you would like. Once you have cut out a variety of shapes and sizes, and you have a good amount to work with, you are ready to begin designing your mandala. Just keep in mind you may be going back later and cutting out more shapes that you may need. Do not use glue right away. What I want you to do is first, please begin organizing your shapes on your mandala, remembering that you're working on a radial design, so it happens on one side, should happen on the other. It does not matter which side you glue down. If you want to be able to see what's happening, you could leave the colored showing. And you may begin working on your mandala. With this project, you may not use everything that you cut out, or again, you may need to cut out more things to fit where you want. Once you have a radial design where it balances on both sides and you are happy with the way everything is organizing, then you may begin gluing it down, either using a glue stick or a glue bottle. A trick I like to use for applying glue is I use a little bit of scrap paper. I put some glue on the end, and then what I can do is flip over the piece I want, or again, I can put glue on the piece that I want, and instead of using my finger, I can spread this around and get glue. Keep a piece of paper towel nearby. You are probably going to need it. Make sure you wipe away any glue that's sticking out. You don't want that bubbling up. Once you have glued down all your pieces of your mandala and you are satisfied with it, we are going to let this dry overnight. I suggest taking some heavy books and putting them on top and letting this sit somewhere overnight so that it will glue all of your pieces down nice and flat and securely to that base circle.